Have you seen that sometimes? All leaves are more or less still and one of them waving explicitly like that? It's like maybe someone greeting. Oh. The moment you call it out, it stops. Greetings back. Warte doch mal. A whole field of these, but he's not interested. He wants to go and do his business elsewhere. All these little purple flowers. The whole patch of grass full of those. As far as you can look over there. Ja, wir gehen ja. Yes, we go. Continue. Yes, yes, yes. So we just had a very typical shitty experience. Let's see for how long I can talk before we need to interrupt again, because today seems to be a crazy energy somehow. Also, yeah, it's too many people everywhere. It's joggers combined with bicycles, combined with dogs off leash, with people from, can't even say it, just roaming. And here's another bicycle, thank you very much. He did quite well. But if it comes rushing past as a surprise around the corner, or checking things behind us, one of those special workers, I don't know what you call it, that they immigrate because we don't, because we don't have enough special workers. Huh? Come up. I just need to sit down somewhere now to talk about the situation. I'm in the middle of the garbage. Let's hope this will... Come here. Meanwhile, we can take an overview here, huh? And we can see from all directions whether something's arriving or not. Unless, of course, something comes jumping out of the bushes. Okay, so in some other videos already I mentioned that it's a difficulty for street dogs, which are very original. Nothing bred away, like instincts or behavior or body language, or yeah, now he's enjoying the air. Also there's a slight breeze here. So they respond differently, yeah. And amongst each other, yeah, I understand, and yet we stay here for a moment. And there's a dog he just saw already, which is okay for him, but we need to wait for a moment. Also to settle down the upheaval of energies. Because he reacted really strongly just now. I already saw, I was walking by the canal there. It wasn't possible to film, although the view is wonderful, you know. It's like with the glittering water surfaces and sun reflecting, skipping little waves off the bridge, but too much going on, so I couldn't film there. Some other day. And so the combination of joggers, bicycles, and just aimlessly like roaming people out of the bushes is a bad combination. Plus, of course, those off leash. So all the flat noses, like boxer, they're not so many anymore. But that is really French bulldogs. There are so many. I don't know why, because to me they don't even look nice. Okay, that's a matter of taste. Oh, ja, kannst du sitzen? Dankeschön. Thank you, thank you. So this example, and all the muscular, like American Pit Bull, stiff standing postures, like huskies, also their intense mask expression, you know. So there's one creeping around there, anything, you don't know what he's gonna do next, you know. That also keeps me guarded. So let's see. So this example now was a Boston Terrier. The guy with the owner was sitting in the harbor, which is a relaxing spot. Gleich, baby, gleich. And the dog was off leash in a way that the leash was attached, but he dropped the leash, which is a way of practicing, of course. And the dog was behind him and he was looking over the water. So all the things going on was behind him, like the people, everything passing behind him, and he was calling his dog, but the dog didn't react, it didn't obey. And I was already standing waiting at a distance so that he may notice, grab the leash, and everything's under control. And then another dog arrived, which is arriving again now. Let's hope not directly towards us. Which another dog that he harmonizes with, which he knows. So a matter of 3 dogs is already too overwhelming for him to regulate. He'll pick one, and the third one is a problem. So now the one he loves comes up to him, yeah. And this Boston Terrier off leash, the guy did not grab the leash. He just turned back, looked over the water. The dog, of course, came up to us. Mine already furious and reacting, and that's the problem, you know. They don't only have a different look and body language, where most street dogs can't read them because of the facial expression, they don't have a tail, but also by behavior. If a dog wants, the Boston Terrier and also French Bulldogs, they just continue like a stupid tortoise would run against the wall until the 4-wheel drive of their feet dig a hole, kind of. They don't react to signals of other dogs. It's from another planet, it's another language. So encounters never... Yeah, yeah, he can sense my excitation. What? Excitement. He looks worried. So there's no learning success, you know, because there's no positive feedback loop, as he can notice that I'm putting him in situations where he has a learning effect, that his reaction has an effect, that he can stop reacting because he knows now he affected the situation in a positive way, the trigger leaves and he can stop. No, these are the reinforcing shitty encounters where they walk up to him and keep coming. They would run into his open mouth. It's too dumb, you know. I don't know what's gone wrong with the intelligence of these dogs. The body language has been right away or something. So they keep aiming towards him when... and there's another problematic candidate arriving. A small woman with a huge dog, some kind of a bully type also. And I always pray that she can hold him if he really starts getting wild, you know, because the dimensions are out of proportion completely, the owner and the dog. And I'm glad. Look at what all this stuff is going on, like cargo bike at the I don't know if you can see even here, veiled, creeping around. Then, okay, children, it's not, they can't do anything about it, but it's an unpredictable way they move always with their bicycle. Then a cargo bike there. Luckily, we found a spot now where all of it is just flowing past, you know. So the situation was that this friendly dog that mine is friends with joined in, also 2 of them barking now at this Boston Terrier, female. And then some of them say, yeah, but it's a girl. And if he's a guy, yeah, nice, but the dynamic is different. It doesn't matter if it's a girl. It doesn't matter if she does only want to play. And it also doesn't matter if they usually and anything. No, it's a third dog. It's one of those flat-nosed ones that don't understand anything. Like if he's warning, that wouldn't cause a stop of the approach. And like a dart, like dashing into him, just not aggressively, but wanting to be close to him. And he doesn't like, he likes space, and his approach with other dogs in harmony will always be an indirect approach, like circling half a circle backwards to invite the other, like causing a pull. And creating space, and never, if it's starting forward like that, it'll be attack, and that's what these do, and they have no resonance with his. It's not even warning. He's furious, and then they want to run into his open mouth. And okay, I know that already, so I waited and thought the situation might get some control. I waited before, I saw them from a distance, But then it all happens like it must, The guy doesn't take the dog on the leash. Even when he sees the wild dynamic going on, he doesn't even grab the leash to take the dog out of the situation. So then, as if they're somehow numbed and the delay in reaction, You know? Do you know, Rico? You know? Yeah. So I took the effort once again to explain to him the situation, and he, oh. Okay, then sometimes I have to ask, do you speak German? Yeah, very often not. Then yes, in this case yes. But it was all new to him. Then I go back to the origin. I say, actually, we have obligatory leash duty, I don't know what to call it, but it's mandatory by law. Nobody cares. They have them walking off leash, left, right and center. And I also actually don't care about that kind of regulation if the dog can be called back. Because then they must have as much freedom as they want, with as much safety as needed. So if the dog can't be called back, then he needs to be on the leash. And then I tell them, hey, I have him on the leash for you people. He would love to tidy up this place, and be the referee of all situations. But I have him on the leash for you. So now he has to compensate what they just practice their stuff there, and then this ignorant turning away, enjoying the view over the water, the dog just doing what it wants. Although he tried to call it back, he noticed the dog didn't obey. Yeah, so when I brought it back to, actually leash is mandatory, Yeah, well, I'm not going to have off leash all the time now. Because I said, yeah, next time before, really. But it's enough for me to navigate through this world. But eventually, in the end, I end up having to either disappear all the time or train the people as well, and that's too much. I already trained the neighbor that was ignorant in the house passage from the apartments leading to the door of the house. We need to go through a few steps and passage. Yes? Just now we're done. Yeah, we're nearly done. Nearly. Yeah, baby, nearly done. Yeah. So, to me, it's just the delay of them registering how to follow the instructions for me to even have to give instructions. Because if you're walking through a passage, wouldn't it be a natural way to give way for each other? Like if someone has luggage, you make a bit more space. If there's dog also, I keep him close to me. I keep him always on the right hand side, so that because traffic is on the right hand side in Germany, so although there are no street signs in the house passage, walking on the right hand side could be a natural thing. Then both can pass, and then you don't have to pass in the narrowest part where the stairs are, but on the platform where the stairs are turning, where there's the square for more space to pass by each other. So I said to her, please go on the right hand side. And because usually, they're not German also, they're from Turkey, most of them. Then she says, huh? I say, yeah, on the right side. So I add my hand gesture to her right side, so she knows, that's the right hand side. Because if I stand up front, freezing like that, that's already like fixating the dog, and it's like a threat, If it flows and they move, that's okay. So I try to not have those big interruptions, to have it flow. So I gesticulate, that's the right hand side, please go on the right side. Then she understands, on the right side, okay. Then she moves across to the right hand side and then wants to move. Warte, Rico. Bleib schön hier. Bleib hier. Wir warten. Wir warten. So ist es gut. Sehr gut. Someone nearly coming. Hast du gut gemacht. Hast du gut gemacht. So ist es gut. The next impulse she gets... Ja, wir wandern gleich weiter. Next impulse she gets is to... want to walk, now she understood the right hand side, walk on the staircase. Then I have to say, wait, so I can pass by on that square field, not the stairs. And all of that needs to flow, else it's big delay. And during that delay, the build-up of energy, of confrontational energy, of threat arises, So I want to keep it flowing so that it all deflates the energy build-up, right? And so the same with this guy with his Boston Terrier also. Not reacting fluently to get the trigger out of the way. Yeah, he's checking there because someone else is investigating the dustbins there. Wir gehen gleich. I'm done. Yes, I'm done. I'm done. I'm totally done today with all of this. Ja, Rico, wir gehen ja. So I gave him a big speech about the faces of flat noses and all of that, and I know that people can't be educated about this somehow, because otherwise they would know in the first place what's going on, what type of dog they have, and how the other interactions work also, because many street dogs react like that towards these flat-nosed dogs. And so, but I did notice a positive side effect, that vielen Dank, Rico, he calmed down. That never usually happens if he's in that ragey mood. It's like a tunnel vision, And the trigger did release a bit, because then eventually he picked up the leash of that Boston Terrier. But because now he could observe that I was giving that kind of educational speech, and there's a dog walker with many dogs arriving, one off leash. I hope they just sway off the other way. He could now notice that I'm talking to that guy in quite an angry tone, and I feel that's why he calmed down also, because otherwise if I'm quiet, he's regulating the thing. It's okay, Rico. Wir warten, ja? But because now I was giving a speech to that guy in an angry tone, he calmed down and watched, because now he could see I'm taking care of it. Somehow it felt like that, because I haven't had it so often that he recovers with me not moving far away, because we were still standing quite close. The distance was still too close, but he was able to stop For one, as I said, because he picked up the leash, then for him it's like it's under control. Ja, so ist richtig. Aufpassen. Ja. So. Alles richtig. That's good. This one's okay. Barking in a straight and proud stance. That's my goal, to transfer his raging. Sehr gut, Rico. Pass schön auf. So, ja. So ist gut. Richtig. Because he must have a release valve. And he's standing straight and square, self-confident. The distance is okay, but he can signal and alarm, okay? But none of that, Ja, hast du gut gemacht. Hast du gut gemacht. That's good, very good. So yeah, that was the story. Now we reset our nervous system. Now we can continue our walk. Thank you for listening and understanding, or maybe not understanding, depending on your own experiences. But people with incompatible encounters will get this.